Oh, my brother kept calling me and messaging me. If you want to update.
He wasn't
Oh
there.
yeah. Yeah, the family wasn't there. What do you mean?
No, my brother didn't go with me.
Wasn't a family trip, but we don't
I don't
believe
think
Yeah,
it
so.
even.
it was family.
Even the interesting
What
one.
what is
So,
what was he texting about?
December 3rd, he said, "Hey, what's up? You still mad at me? Can we talk sometime soon?" And then Monday, he said, "Hey, I'm not exactly sure what I did to make you hate me over the past few years or whatever, but can we talk about it? It feels like you just don't even want to talk to me now, and I don't know why. I love you, and I'd like to actually have some kind of relationship with my sister. I understand being busy, but do you have any time to talk soon? I do actually miss you, and if there's like something serious I did to you, could you let me know? Thanks."
See, he's changed now. He's changed now.
Right,
He's
that's what he said
changed
last
man.
time, and I asked what's up lately, and he's like, "Oh, just car troubles again." Yeah.
Why do people see? This is like it's very common. People always say, "Why do you hate me?" I don't know what I did for you to hate me, bro. Hate is a strong word. Like that's not just because they don't want to talk to you. Yeah, it's because they don't. That's because they don't want to talk to you because you're a leech.
Yeah.
That's not hate. That's indifference.
Right. And so I replied.
You can love somebody. And
It's the whole pity thing. It's a pity party.
My mother said that to me the other day. She's like, "You can love somebody and not like them. It's very possible."
Very common with families. And so I replied. I said, "I would prefer you to show proof of having a new job before we talk. Until then, it feels insincere and financially motivated. There's lots of stores right across the street you could walk to and apply for a job, no car needed." Because I know his emergency finance is like his car is fucked up. I said, "I really hope you can get your shit together for your own sake. I want you to have a better future, but I don't want to enable you to feel like I'm a last resort or an emergency fund. For actual,
you're not his bank. You're not the ATM. Like chill."
Right. And I told him, "For actual emergencies, there's 911 for a reason. And the fact that you tell me you have an emergency without saying what it is, and you haven't asked Dad, who is a shorter distance away, says it's not that dire."
What an insensitive system.
Also, when you tell somebody that you miss them, yet you have no attempt to contact them previously, unless you're needing something, that's not missing somebody.
Yeah.
No.
That is opportunistic.
Remembering I exist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what did he respond when you're like get a job, leech?
He didn't acknowledge that at all, really. But
Of
he
course.
did respond. "First, thank you for replying. I appreciate knowing you don't hate me. Second,
Ugh.
there is basically two different issues here. One, that we don't really have a relationship anymore for a number of reasons. I felt like after that one time you'd help with Knox," he's referring to the first time Knox got lost like several years ago, "and you started streaming full time, you've been distant, very distant, and just didn't want to talk to me because you were busy, or maybe you just didn't like me. I felt it's because every time he talks to me, he asks for money." But anyways, so I just ignore him. He's like, "I felt like every time I did try to reach out, something was an issue. It's because every time you reached out, it was about money, motherfucker. But
Right.
something was an issue, and you were mad at me or something for some reason. I wasn't sure why, but I was giving you space in hopes that at some point we could maybe talk again when things with your work calmed down, but that didn't happen. And then things just got so distant, and it was weird reaching out at that point. Like, the fuck, you're so full of shit. It's like, part of that is on me for stopping trying to contact you. Part of it? Bro, but all of it's on you for leeching." Like, what do you mean? "Part of that is on me for stopping trying to contact you, and I'm sorry for that, but I didn't really know what to do. Now I'm realizing just how bad it's gotten and how distant we've grown, and I'd like to fix that because I genuinely miss you." Right.
Okay.
And he said, he kept going. He wrote a novel. The second issue is that yes, I do have a financial emergency that is uncomfortable to ask for help for, and I guess not, you always do it. The reason I didn't tell you what it was is because I wanted to talk about that either over the phone or in person, because that felt more personal. It puts more pressure on me is what it does. Shut the fuck up. Because that felt more personal than just asking for money over a text message. Now it's easier to guilt trip somebody verbally.
Yep.
The engine on my car basically needs to be rebuilt, or I'm going to have to get a new vehicle. And I thought that with the job you were offering me in October, the puppy sitting one, October, you and I would have been able to work something out where you could help me pay it off. I don't want a handout from you, and I don't see you as an emergency fund. I figured it would have been easy to work out a deal where I can work for you and then pay off the repair and or used vehicle. I'm sorry that I didn't make that clear. It's like, bro, you made very clear that you thought that I was shitty for offering you a job. The fuck?
Yeah. I was gonna say, like, what do you mean? Like, you declined the position.
Like, Jesus Christ, no wonder your life's the best. The lack of awareness.
You said thanks, but no thanks.
Right. It's like, I was waiting for you to ask me about it, but then I never got a response from you. It's like, what are you going to ask you twice in a row, and both times you were shitty? Both responses
Bro, I'm
were
too
shitty.
petty. I would have screenshotted his previous text and be like, and just replied with that. Like, remember? Yeah, thanks, but no thanks. Just screenshot that and send it back to him. Shit.
Damn.
Leeches, man.
I know. He was like, I was waiting for you to ask me about it, but then I never got a response from you. Like, what is that? What? It's like, I was never opposed to working for you in October. Sure sounded like it. That actually sounded great, and I would be excited to help you with your animals. You didn't express that.
If the word no thanks doesn't mean opposed to you, I'm afraid how you are on dates.
Right.
Because no means no. And if you don't think that's an opposition,
Facts.
yeah, yikes.
Facts. Because my response then was basically out of frustration because I genuinely do miss you and want some kind of relationship if that's ever possible. I'm never going to be manipulative with you, and like, I didn't say you were gonna be manipulative, but hey, that's feeling. He's like,
there you go,
projecting right there. I'm never going to be manipulative with you, and that includes if I ever need financial help. Like, what do you mean that includes? That's the only help you need. What do you mean? If I ever need, what do you mean if you ever need? You always need. You need right now. What are you talking about? It's like, I will be direct, and you will know. It's like, yes, clearly, we all know. We all know, Joe. We all know. I hardly ever ask anyone for help. Right, okay.
Yeah.
Though, because I don't...
I think what he means is I hardly ask anyone else.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
For real.
Yeah.
You only ask me for help. Right.
Yeah.
It's all you ask me, and it's only me. Yeah.
Yeah. Man, you're surrounded by leeches, bro.
I know.
You got your brother, you got your assistants. Man, everybody's just leeching off you.
I know. It's lonely at the top. I hardly ever ask anyone for help, though, because I don't want to be a burden on others, and I would never expect or want a handout. Like, what? That's all you want? The fuck?
Yep.
I was only going to ask you because you were offering me a job earlier. Thanks for listening, and I love you. I'm like... I definitely.
Mitchell's like, yo, is he single? Damn. It's a catch.
Oh, he's definitely single.
He's definitely a catch, Mitchell.
I said, I definitely don't hate you. Unfortunately, after your response to my offer, I gave that full-time job to a dog training / sitting friend. I'll let you know if I have any other opportunities come up. And he said, thanks, I appreciate. And he said, thanks. No, and then he edited it to thanks, I appreciate that. He added in those last 3 words like
of
10 minutes after.
Yeah.
You went through edit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Fine.
Unbelievable.
God.
So the one thing that I always was like, since you told the story, like, would he do the same for you? Like, let's say he was the popular streamer, like, and you were in his position.
I don't know. I've never been close enough to him to know, and his personality is so like he's so weird that I genuinely have no idea.
That's fair. Okay.
Let's just recap. Let's recap what his response actually was to the job.
It was a lot of text. This guy.
As I said in October, hey there, our puppy sitting staff are going out of town this weekend. Are you interested in picking up some shifts over the weekend and maybe longer term if you like it? Walking, feeding, playing with puppies. It's kind of a full-time thing. We can pay you a rate even when you're just learning. If you swing by today, we start at 30 an hour and can go up to 50 an hour in the future if it's going well. Typically, shifts range from 1 to 2 hours, around 3 times a day. We have staff here today that can show you the ropes, etc. Let me know. And he said, hey, I love you, and I don't want to be rude, but am I just a prospective employee to you? And I said, I just figured if I'm going to give someone such a fun job that pays well, might as well offer it to my brother first. And he said, that's fine, and thanks, I appreciate that. But that's literally the only time I hear from you anymore, as if you need something or want me to work. And I take that as a no. So, I didn't respond after that. And then, like, 2 to 3 weeks later, he was like, hey, are you able to talk? Or can you call me when you get a chance? And then like another week later, he's like, hey there, I have an emergency, and I'm pretty sure you're the only one who could help me. Can you call me when you get a chance or text me back? Lol, thanks. And I asked my dad, like, what is the emergency he's talking about? He's like, oh, his car is having trouble. His engine and his truck broke down, and we ranted about him for a while with each other. And then he said, hey there, are you able to talk today or sometime this week? That was like the next day after that, or the text. And then I quoted him. You know, that fancy quote meme. Literally, the only time I hear from you anymore is if you need something.
I like it.
Wow.
I like it.
50 an hour is fucking solid. I don't know what.
I know.
You need to be, bro. You need to be more petty. Like, you're too nice.
Shit, if you offered me that fucking job, I'd take my ass to Texas so fucking quick. Holy shit.
People are dumb, I know.
Fuck. I told you, my family didn't even pay me that much. I was making $500 a week for 40 hours in a fucking warehouse.
Yeah.
Fuck.
And when I quoted him, he said, I never meant that as a put down. I meant it in a way that I wish I would hear more from you. And I was frustrated that I didn't. I'm sorry that it came across poorly. That's my fault. Can we please talk at some point? I do love you, and I am in kind of an emergency. I don't know if you still need help with your dogs, but I would love to do that, or literally anything else I can that you need. I'm sorry. I do want an actual relationship.
You know when people tell you that they love you, they're not looking at you, they're looking at your net worth.
Right. Yeah.
They Google that and they're like, I love you.
Right.
Yeah, they're looking at the millions. They're not looking at your picture.
Hey, look.
Like, I understand if I fucked that up for some reason, though. I do want an actual relationship with you. I would love to hang out. It's funny that he says, I understand if I fucked that up, and then later he's like, I don't know what I did.
Yeah.
Like, so you don't, do you, or do you not know? I don't know anymore.
I feel like in his mind he's trying to maintain like his self-respect because you are his little sister, and like if I had asked my little sister for help, it would make me feel like a piece of shit. But like, yeah, I mean, I don't know. That's just. But clearly he changed his mind and realized the error of his ways.
But it's not like it's the first time that he has asked her for help. So
Very true.
it's not that.
Yeah.
Also, I also don't think he has any self-respect considering his actions.
I don't think so.
So.
Well, then it's pride.
Sure.
False pride.
It's pride of
It's
being
something.
lazy.
It's something, that's for sure. He's like, I would love to hang out with you, or at least talk with you more when there's not an emergency or when one of us needs something. I'm sorry that I haven't reached out to you more than I had. That's my fault. And then I just kept ghosting him after I quoted him.
Yep.
Yeah, he's definitely back and forth.
And then, like, he kept going, you know, just spam messaged me and was like, hey, I know you're probably mad at me, but can we talk sometime soon when you're free? It doesn't have to be today, but I do miss you, and I'd like to have some kind of relationship with you. Thanks. He always says that shit like it means anything.
Yeah.
It's like, the only time you want a relationship with me is when you need money, Joe. Like, the fuck?
Back.
And you said prior to your success, he really wasn't there.
No.
So yeah, it's hypocrisy. He's just being a hypocrite.
And bring a leech.
Yep, bleach. And he's trying to do like a reverse psychology when he's saying that whole, oh, you know, the only time you reach out to me is is when you need something.
It's like, bro, the fuck?
Yeah. Reverse psychology bullshit.
At least I offer you stuff. Sir, I don't need you. I'm trying to throw you a bone, you dumbass. It's like I have other people I could go to and pay them instead. Fuck, dummy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dummy, dumb, dumb.
Don't know what you got till it's gone.